Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Reporting to you live from Thursday night. This week has been so hectic preparing to leave for vacation. My entire family has already left, so I'm leaving on Monday, but until then I am going to be staying with Wes for multiple reasons. The more practical reason is because there's just been a lot of break-ins in my neighborhood. Number two, this reason might be a little bit shocking to some of you, but it's because I actually have a ghost and I'm not really trying to have an encounter while I'm home by myself, you know? So I'm gonna tell you about the reasons why I don't think I know I have a ghost. Number one, I'm laying in my bathtub enjoying a cute little vibe, and all of a sudden my toilet lid aggressively slams shut. My bolts are like loose on the lid, so it doesn't like stand up straight. It like leans back on the little thing. So like it wouldn't just fall forward, like it needs force to be like slammed shut. Listen, I'm very big on energies and feelings, and I felt something haunted in the air. Babe?
Hey, gorgeous mom.
Hey, I was in the middle of vlogging. I was telling my ghost stories.
What did we get for groceries?
It's a surprise.
Okay.
I wanted to surprise you, but now you're here, so now you're gonna know what I'm making you. Okay, well the ghost stars are gonna have to wait for now. This big back needs dinner, so. I had to take a break from the ghost stories to cook. This is what I chefed up. This is spicy rosé pasta sauce with these Italian meatballs, so we're about to dig in. I'm really in my chef era lately. I have like a 40-minute drive right now from the city to work, so I just thought this would be the perfect time to continue my story. When that toilet seat lid slammed shut, I said, this is haunted energy. Oh, maybe everyone did just gaslight me into thinking that I'm actually not haunted and there was like a perfectly logical explanation for that, even though I know there wasn't. Then what happens, it's the night before my cousin's wedding. I set up my lashes and my little lash tweezers and my glue on top of my iPad. My iPad has like one of those silicone cases, so like imagine grip, okay? Place my iPad like all the way to the edge of my vanity mirror. I'm on the phone with Wes, ready to go to bed, and suddenly my plastic lash tray, the tweezers and the glue all fall on the floor. I literally like looked at it and I was like, I have like a 7 a.m. wake up call for my hair appointment tomorrow. Like, this is not happening. Third encounter. This one is where I actually got receipts, okay? It's Wes's birthday and I'm vlogging, prepping for his birthday. I was home alone. None of my family was home. I set up my tripod like in my room and I was like sitting on my bed filming all the haul. So I'm also getting sick right before vacation. Perfect. Then I go back to start editing the video and I'm watching the video. I hear and see a knock on my phone and the camera like shifts. Clearly, I was looking at my camera recording for 20 minutes and that didn't happen. So that was my third encounter. Luckily, I haven't had one since. And I really am hoping to just not have one ever again. The next time I check in with you, I will thankfully be done with work for the year. So that's great news. I'll talk to you then. Saturday night, we are at the worst mall in Toronto, Yorkdale, but we're just running around doing some errands, mostly returns, which means I'm profiting today.
Skims has Christmas pajamas.
Are you buying me one? Silence.
She got a refund on her Zara order, so now she's willing to pop off on Skims. She's gonna spend her refund on plain clothes.
But the question is, do I get a crew neck or a hoodie?
You get these ones here.
Hoodie?
This one's way nicer.
Than this?
Yeah, this just looks too basic.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you don't have a gray hoodie without the zip either.
okay, I'll try both on.
Hold on.
But the crew neck is see, like this feels kind of small.
So this sexy girl got her gift for herself for
Gift?
Christmas.
From my damn self.
Come on, give it up. She loves walking around the mall with her pink bag because she likes to walk around thinking that she's bougie. I think you need a picture in front of it.
I don't want a photo. Just a vlog clip.
I'm getting her some Chanel. I know it is what it is. Merry Christmas, love. You gotta carry the wave brush with you everywhere you go, you know? It's important. She's gonna be using this for her messy bun later. It's kind of dropped a bit.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess like the other.
This girl got me a coffee maker, and I used to have no problem drinking instant coffee, no problem, but this girl spoiled me, so now every single time I need coffee and I run out, I have to come into this and spend $60 just so I can have coffee for 3 weeks. She got me into it and now I can't live without it, but instant coffee, never again.
We got back from the mall in my cute pink Livion Rose Christmas pajamas. I love these so much. I literally filmed an entire haul of everything I got at the mall, but someone decided to make a coffee in the middle of my vlog. The espresso machine is really loud, so I'm gonna redo that tomorrow. We're just gonna snuggle up and watch Temptation Island for the rest of the night. My mom and my sister put me on, and it's actually really funny. I definitely 10 out of 10 recommend watching Your Significant Other because it's just hilarious. Oh my god, I literally can't even talk without coughing. I'm eating a Halls right now and it tastes really bad, but I'm getting really sick and I don't want to be sick for vacation. But anyways, good night. Currently it is almost midnight. I'm wearing literally my pajamas right now. We got really hungry and north of Brooklyn is our favorite late night snack, so we had to place an order. We got the vodka sauce one. It's so good. I'm telling you, this is the best pizza in Toronto. He secured the bag. I would hate being a man. Like, imagine having to be the one to get out in the cold to go collect the food. Like, no, I would hate that.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I am. Woo! Not like midnight pizza.
That is the best pizza in Toronto. It is Sunday morning. I'm about to touch up my lip combo. Going back to the mall because I saw these Gucci glasses that I've been actually dying for, and I tried them on and I accidentally fell in love with them. So today I'm actually like kind of sad. I'm in a bad mood. I figured, you know what? I'm buying the glasses. I don't care. Retail therapy. I'm buying it with my content money. So my logic is if I buy something with my content money, then it's actually free. So this doesn't count, you know? Like, the money I make from my day job, like my real money, that can go to real things like bills, saving, you know, things like that, like responsible adult things. But my content money, I'm spending that the same way that I made it, by just being a cute little girl and just doing cute little girly things. So I'm justifying my purchase. I'll show you them in the store. I wanted them originally in the tortoise shell, but now I see them in the black, and the black looked equally as cute. When I tried them on, I actually fell in love with them. So come back to the mall with me, even though I just went yesterday. But anyways, let's go to the mall. I'm back home from the mall and I'm starving right now. I stopped at McDonald's, so I'm gonna like do this quickly so I can eat. This was the haul from yesterday that I filmed and had to refilm. First things first, I bought the Chanel cream bronzer. I picked up the Makeup by Mario one, but I didn't really like it that much, so I said, you know what, might as well splurge, treat myself, and get the Chanel. This is the shade Tan Deep, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be like a little bit too dark for me, but I tend to always go for a more like deep bronzer. A couple months ago, I bought the Skims Straight Leg Heather Gray track pants, and I have actually been living in those. Like, those are literally the only pants I wear, and I'm wearing them to the airport tomorrow. So I finally completed the set and got the hoodie. You saw clips of me kind of deciding in the store if I was going to get the hoodie or the crew neck. Another thing I got that I've already been using is the Clarins Lip Perfector. I feel like all the other popular like lip treatments are not hydrating, but this one has actually been doing the job and getting rid of my cracked AF lips. They were literally so dry that I was getting scabs on them. Now, today, sneak peek, you already know because I showed you in the store, but I've actually been eyeing these for a really long time, and I thought, you know what, it's Christmas. I worked so hard this year, pushed myself outside of my boundaries, outside of my comfort zone. I'm really proud of myself, so I thought, you know, might as well treat myself. For me, if it's something that's been on my wish list for a really long time, I have no problem with making the purchase. Look how stunning these are. Like, oh my god, you kind of saw me trying them on in the store, but like, oh, these are so perfect, and they have kind of like that vintagey look, so they're gonna be timeless. Like, my justification is one day I'm gonna pass these on to my daughters. Honestly, probably not. I'm gonna hog all my things because I'm a Taurus and I like my things, okay? But anyways, that's enough for the haul because I'm actually starving. It's like 6:30 and I haven't eaten anything all day, so it's time for my McDonald's. And this is my delicious and nutritious meal. Oh, I love adding Big Mac sauce, honestly. I am just obsessed with McDonald's. I don't care. I'm not one of those people who thinks I'm like too good for it. I love McDonald's. I said it. I am coming to you guys in true hot mess form right now. It's Monday morning. I am back at my house just getting ready to leave for the airport. So I'm about to do some quick makeup. Had to move my camera so I can look in my mirror. But anyways, I said goodbye to Wes this morning and I was pretty emotional about it. Obviously, we've gone such a long period of time in past without seeing each other. Like, it's not the first time I'm going to Florida for Christmas. He did come with me last year, but like I said in a previous vlog, this year he is going back home to Nova Scotia to be with his family. I'm really happy for him, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm such a sentimental person. So at this stage, we've been together for almost 5 years, so he's a part of my family. And like, I just feel like if he's not going to be with me during the holidays, then a piece of my family's missing, you know? It's life, I know. We can't be like attached at the hip, but I was just feeling really emotional. Like, the thought of spending Christmas Eve and Christmas and New Year's without him was just like really hard for me, and 2 weeks is really a long time. I feel like most people, as time goes on, they get more comfortable like not being with their partner, but for me it's the opposite. This is truly my best friend, somebody that I've shared so many years with, and it's just, I don't know, it's just hard, but I will survive. I also have the worst plane anxiety, and the thing is like, I thought that as I got older, like maybe my plane anxiety would get better, but unfortunately it's just getting worse. Our flight to Aruba, I was actually tweaking on the plane. Anytime the plane had a little bit of like a shake, I was just like freaking out. I don't know why. I was with Wes, so of course that was like best case scenario, but this time I'm gonna be by myself, so I can't even lie, I'm having some anxiety. When we were flying to Aruba, it was hilarious. Wes was dying because we got some really bad turbulence. He had his AirPods in. I was kind of feeling like I was getting annoying at that point, so I literally was just crying to myself with my AirPods in, and I was listening to the Little Mermaid soundtrack to comfort me. So yeah, if you ever look over at my phone and see me listening to the Little Mermaid soundtrack, mind your own. That was my favorite childhood Disney movie. So yeah, listening to those songs actually really comfort me. So honestly, the weather's not that great today. Like, when I was on my way back from the city, it was snowing pretty hard. So I'm kind of just really hoping that we don't have another incident of December 2022. So let me tell you this story. It's December 23rd, the exact day as today. My whole entire family, by the way, is already in Florida. I'm flying by myself, okay? By myself. And it's December 23rd. I need to make it to Florida for Christmas. Well, a couple days before Christmas, we start getting all these notices on the news of like blizzard, like it's emergency weather, like do not go to your family's house on Christmas, like stay home. The roads are not safe to drive. It's like that level of blizzard. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I already have plane anxiety. It's a blizzard. I remember all the flights were getting canceled, like WestJet, Air Canada, like they were canceling all the flights. But for some reason, Flair kept all their flights. So I was going to the airport fully thinking that my flight was going to get canceled once I got there. It actually didn't though. It did not. And I was like feeling mixed emotions about this because obviously my anxiety brain is thinking, well, Flair is a budget airline. So are they just like trying to get their check and they don't care if they're risking my life right before Christmas? Like, I didn't know. So I'm freaking out. I'm Googling. I'm like, okay, how to cure flight anxiety? What can I do to help? Number one on the article was talk to your flight attendants. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm looking outside. There's an absolute blizzard. I cannot, if I was outside and I put my hand here, I would not be able to see my finger in front of my face. I get on the plane. I ask the flight attendant. She literally looked younger than me. I swear to God. She was like so young. I'm like, hey girlie, like, have you ever flown in this weather before? I'm feeling kind of anxious. She's like, honestly, like, no, I haven't. And I was like, well, like, are you scared? She's like, yeah. I'm like, are you for real? In that moment, I was like, nah, get me off this plane. Like, then it's like literally causing outrage on the plane because that was when I first entered. So the first couple rows heard her say that. And they're like asking me like, oh my God, did she just tell you that she's scared? And I was like, oh, honestly, yeah, she did. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, she said that. Basically, everyone starts freaking out. And this sweet man, I will never forget him because he actually saved my life that day. He was like, don't worry, sweetie, like, you're gonna be okay. I'm from Winnipeg. Like, we've flown in way worse storms than this. Like, trust me, like, you're gonna be fine. And honestly, like, that was my only grasp of faith in that moment. Moral of the story though, here I am to tell the tale. So clearly it went well, but like I said, she did not have to incite panic on the whole plane like that. And I'm like, this is what you get with a budget airline, you know? All that is to say that I am flying Flair once again. The reason for that is because if I literally flew any other airline to Florida at this time, I swear I'd be paying over $2,000 just for the flight alone. Like, I'm sorry, but that's not happening. This is like a fear that I really have to get over because I need to see the world. Like, I need to travel, but I'm gonna hold myself back. Like, if I'm scared, like, for example, like, Dubai's on my bucket list. Like, am I not gonna go because I'm terrified of being stuck on a plane for like 18 hours? Like, I don't know. You kind of just have to like face your fears, but I don't know how. This is like something that I developed as I got older. Like, I never felt this way when I was a kid. I think these are just like fears that I put in my own head once I started having access to like knowing things that go on in the world. Like, of course, like, it's not like there's never been a plane that goes down. Honestly, like, I don't even want to talk about this anymore because even just talking about a plane going down right before my flight is just sending me, like, I don't even want to speak that into existence. So honestly, like, shut up about it. Okay, I'm done. The airport kind of reminds me of this one story that I kind of want to share, but obviously I'm not going to say who it is. But I don't know if my ghost does that or if that's just like a plumbing issue, but I went to this one influencer event, okay? This is T. This was back in June, so I'm still small, but like I was even smaller back then. Like, I swear I didn't even have 2,000 followers on Instagram. Like, I was very new. This was my first event. First ever influencer event. Like, this was very, very new for me. I was having major imposter syndrome. Like, I was like, no, I don't deserve to be here. They must have made a mistake. Like, absolutely no way. Like, I'm meant to be here. Especially when I showed up and saw that there were these creators that had hundreds and thousands of followers. I'm like, no, they messed up for sure, or they just did charity work inviting me. The pickup point was at the airport for the bus that was going to take us to our day trip, okay? On our way back, we were all trying to order our Ubers, but we were having a really hard time because at the airport, there's only one place that Ubers can pick you up. By the end of it, I was still like getting my Ubers canceling on me, and there were 2 girls left standing. By that point, I had already spent the whole day with everyone. There were so many creators that I met that were like huge, and they were so friendly to me, so my imposter syndrome kind of went away. Well, it should have stayed because this one girl literally treated me like gum on the bottom of her shoe. This is one girl that I see, she has so many followers, so many people like idolize her so much, and I'm just like, that's really disappointing that this is your attitude, because there were so many big creators I met that day that were so humble and so sweet to me, and basically were just like talking me out of my imposter syndrome, being like, honey, if you were invited, you deserve to be here just as much as I do. Like, do you know how much that meant to me? Kindness goes such a long way, and I can never understand why somebody would like become successful and then treat other people like this. Anyways, they were left behind, so I was asking them like, did you guys figure out how to like get your Uber here? Because I still haven't figured it out. Basically, the one girl, she was super sweet. We hadn't spoken at the event that day at all, so she introduced herself. She was like standing there helping me. The other girl, when I walk up to them, literally she's like looks at me like this and walks away. Like, she actually leaves us 2 standing there trying to figure out our Ubers, and she walks away like, down the block to like stand by herself, to not have to stand with a measly little person with like 12,000 followers on TikTok. Like, not that she even knew who I was, but that was kind of the point. It's like, I don't even know you. Like, I'm not gonna waste my energy even talking to you, not even being nice, not even saying hello. Like, what, you could have just actually just stood there and said nothing. And that wouldn't have even come across as rude. I would have just said, oh, you're shy. Like, you actually made it a point to look at me in a way of like disgust and then walk away. If I'm ever lucky enough to like be that successful in my content journey, like I would never just blatantly be rude to somebody. Like, I actually can't even wrap my head around the fact that like someone could actually be blatantly, disgustingly rude to somebody like that. That actually really made me feel horrible. Like, I can't even lie. That made me feel like, you know what, like, why am I even here? But then I kind of just remembered like, oh wait, I actually don't care. Okay, I'm sure people have tried to bully me. Like, I know that people have tried, but the thing is like, I just don't care. So it's like, if you don't care, like, they can't bully you. So like, when people ask me like, have you ever been bullied as a kid or like in high school? I'm like, honestly, no, because like in my perspective, I haven't, because you can't bully me if I don't let you bully me. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's like the way my parents raised me to just like have confidence, or I don't know if it's just like who I am as a person, but I've just literally never cared. Like, I have never, ever, ever cared about what people say about me, what people think about me. I definitely didn't care then, and I'm definitely not going to care now that my frontal lobe's developed, that's for sure. So in the moment, I kind of was just like let down that people like like act like that, because I'm like, I just thought we were grown. Like, I don't know, I just kind of like expected more from you. Like, you also have to understand that like not everybody was raised the way that you were, and that's just life. You can't like hold it against people, because you just have to be who you are and just be confident being a good person. I think this is kind of it for the airport glam. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this, to be honest. I also haven't eaten anything. I feel like I really need to eat, because like I get hangry. Like, I get really hangry. It's actually a big concern. Like, I need to know where my next meal is coming from. But anyways, I'm actually gonna show you guys my glasses. I know I showed you them yesterday, but like I'm gonna show you them again on my face, because like, oh, I was getting kind of stage fright filming in the store. These are so beautiful. Oh, they are perfect. The girl at the store actually told me that Gucci collabed with Hailey Bieber to design this line of sunglasses, and that makes perfect sense to me, because these are so Hailey Bieber coated. Anyways, this is where I leave you for this week's vlog. In my next vlog, I'm gonna bring you guys to the airport with me, show you a bit of my travel journey, and show you my first week in Florida. So until then, I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching another one of my videos.